Have you ever wondered why some mornings leave you feeling unsteady, tired, or even at risk of a fall, while others seem to set you up for a vibrant, energetic day? The answer lies in the first few minutes after you wake up, and today, we're diving into a life-changing revelation that could protect your health, independence, and vitality for years to come. Earlier today, a 73-year-old woman, full of life with no serious health issues, collapsed moments after getting out of bed. No warning, no symptoms, just a shocking reminder of how fragile our mornings can be. This isn't an isolated incident. Millions of seniors unknowingly repeat small morning habits that silently erode their strength, damage circulation, and increase the risk of falls, heart problems, and accelerated aging. These seemingly harmless actions could determine whether you thrive in your golden years or face preventable setbacks. In this video, I'll uncover the 5 biggest morning mistakes seniors make and share simple, practical fixes to boost your energy, balance, and mental clarity. You need to watch until the end because the 5th mistake is the most dangerous, yet rarely discussed, silently affecting thousands. By staying, you'll gain tools to safeguard your freedom, avoid hospitalizations, and age with strength. Don't miss this chance to transform your mornings and your future. Every second could be the key to a healthier, more independent you. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Mistake number 1. Getting up too quickly. Imagine this for a moment. You wake up in the morning, your eyes flicker open, and without a second thought, you toss the covers aside and jump out of bed. It's a movement so automatic that you hardly notice it. A simple, everyday routine that millions of people around the world follow without hesitation. The problem is that most of us have never paused to truly think about the hidden dangers lurking in this innocent-seeming action. What seems like a simple act of morning haste can lead to falls, fractures, hospital visits, or even life-threatening cardiovascular issues, particularly once you reach the age of 60 when your body no longer responds to the sudden shifts in movement as it once did. The rush to get up quickly becomes a silent, creeping danger that often goes unnoticed until it's far too late. For hours during the night, your body has remained at rest, blood flowing more slowly through your veins, blood pressure dropping, and your muscles fully relaxed in their deepest slumber. Then, without warning or consideration, you leap into action. You stand up before your body has a chance to readjust to the new position, and this simple act triggers a sharp drop in blood pressure, a condition known as orthostatic hypotension. This sudden shift can prevent blood from reaching your brain fast enough, causing dizziness, blurred vision, weakness in the legs, and even fainting. For many older adults, those who might seem healthy on the surface, this is a frequent cause of falls right in the safety of their bedrooms, just moments after waking up. The truth is, it's an issue that's often completely overlooked until disaster strikes. The most terrifying part is how subtly it begins. Sometimes, it's a fleeting moment of blurry vision, a slight wobble in your balance, or a short, unexpected breathlessness. We tend to dismiss these tiny signs, thinking they're insignificant, until one day, the unthinkable happens. What's even more heart-wrenching is that these falls could be prevented with just a few simple actions in those crucial first minutes of the day. It is profoundly sad to think how many people endure the pain and setbacks of broken bones or months of recovery when a little awareness and mindfulness could have spared them. Statistics show that falls early in the morning are one of the leading causes of serious injuries, and the reality is they don't need to happen. In the wisdom passed down through centuries by Buddhist monks, waking up is seen as a sacred moment. They teach that the way you rise, the way you awaken your body, determines the quality of your entire day, and, over time, shapes your life. They believe that our bodies, after hours of rest, must be gently called to life, in stages, concerning the natural flow of energy and circulation. This isn't just philosophical thought, it's practical advice. Monks have long known that slowly easing into the waking world by moving your fingers, breathing deeply, and gently stretching, while still lying in bed, preserves your vitality, your sense of balance, and mental clarity, even into old age. Now, science is catching up with this ancient practice, confirming that these simple actions drastically reduce the risks of falls and help prevent cardiovascular issues as we age. So, what should you do when you open your eyes? Don't rush. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a second and breathe deeply. Just 2 or 3 long, slow breaths. Start by gently moving your fingers and toes, waking up the smallest parts of your body. Roll your ankles and wrists, and slowly stretch your legs, one by one. Then, when you feel ready, gently roll onto your side, and sit at the edge of the bed. Let your feet dangle down, making contact with the floor, and take a moment to let your body settle. Stay there for 20 to 30 seconds, long enough for your blood to circulate properly. Rotate your feet gently, stretch your shoulders a bit, and only when you feel steady, rise slowly and deliberately. That small, simple ritual will take less than 2 minutes. Yet it could be the difference between a day started with ease and confidence and one marred by the pain of a fall. It's the difference between setting yourself up for success or leaving your fate to the unpredictable forces of chance. It's worth investing those few seconds to safeguard the rest of your day and the rest of your life. Mistake number 2. Not hydrating immediately. While we sleep, our bodies are far from idle. They work tirelessly, even as we rest. Your heart beats, your lungs breathe, and your cells regenerate. This constant process requires water, more than most realize. Yet, when you wake up, your body is already in a state of mild dehydration, a condition that can affect your health in ways that often go unnoticed. Sadly, many seniors overlook this crucial fact and begin their day without hydrating. It's almost as if we forget the simple truth that our bodies are like plants. They need water to flourish. By skipping this essential first step, you're unknowingly triggering a series of problems. Thickened blood, compromised circulation, unstable blood pressure, and over time, an elevated risk of serious events like heart attacks, strokes, and even dangerous falls. What's even more insidious is that, as we age, our natural sense of thirst diminishes, meaning we could be severely dehydrated without feeling the typical signals of thirst. Instead of water, many people instinctively reach for coffee or their medications first thing in the morning, often skipping hydration altogether. But the reality is that this creates extra strain on your circulatory system from the very first moment of the day. As blood thickens due to dehydration, the heart must work harder to push it through your veins, putting additional stress on an already aging heart. This is the kind of strain that accumulates quietly, over time, in ways you may not feel right away. But trust me, it's there, and it's draining your vitality. I'll never forget the story of Mrs. Susan, a lively and strong 76-year-old woman. She had always prided herself on being healthy. She walked every day, took care of her home, and enjoyed an active lifestyle. But after a while, she began noticing unexplained headaches, fatigue, and a bit of dizziness in the mornings. She shrugged it off, thinking it was just part of getting older. But everything changed one morning when she fainted in her kitchen right after getting up. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The hospital diagnosis was a shock: mild dehydration and hypertension. How could this be? It seemed so simple, so avoidable. The solution was surprisingly straightforward. She needed to develop the habit of hydrating immediately upon waking. So, she placed a glass of water beside her bed every night, and the moment she opened her eyes in the morning, she would drink it. Within weeks, the headaches, the fatigue, the dizziness, they all began to fade. She felt better than she had in months. In the ancient wisdom of Buddhist monks, there's a sacred teaching that speaks to this very idea. Before the body engages in any action, it must first be honored with what sustains it. For them, water is the first nourishment of the day. Pure, vital energy that cleanses and prepares the body for the day ahead. It's fascinating how this timeless practice aligns with modern science. Drinking water first thing in the morning is scientifically proven to improve circulation, stabilize blood pressure, and even enhance mental clarity. So before you reach for that cup of coffee, open your phone, or check the news, ask yourself, have I hydrated? Keep a glass of water by your bedside, close enough to reach without effort. If you struggle with this, start small. Take little sips at first, gradually increasing the amount. You can even add a few drops of lemon for that extra digestive boost. It's so simple, yet so powerful. And remember, thirst isn't always the first sign that something's wrong. By the time you feel thirsty, your body has already been in distress. True protection comes before your body sends you that warning. This simple, daily gesture, drinking water first thing in the morning, could be your silent shield, one that guards your health for years, even decades. It's the kind of habit that quietly strengthens your life and keeps you thriving well into your golden years. Don't let the day begin without it. Your body will thank you. Mistake number 3. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For countless people, the first sip of coffee marks the beginning of their day. The smell of the rich brew, the warmth it brings as it cups your hands, and the way it wakes you up, it almost feels like a sacred ritual. There's a sense of comfort, a little moment of joy before the world rushes in with its demands. But there's something most of us overlook, a hidden detail that can cause harm over time. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach, especially after the age of 60, can quietly destroy your health. The most unsettling part is that the damage doesn't show up right away. It creeps in slowly, like an invisible crack spreading across a wall, until the structure begins to crumble. When you wake up, your body has just come off of hours of fasting during the night. Your blood sugar levels are low, your energy reserves are drained, and your stomach is unusually sensitive after not having any food for hours. Then, in this fragile state, you suddenly pour a cup of pure coffee into your system. It's like tossing a bomb into a delicate environment. Coffee immediately stimulates your stomach to produce a surge of gastric acid. But without any food to buffer this acidic rush, your stomach walls are left vulnerable. This acid begins to attack the inner lining of your stomach, leading to gastritis, acid reflux, abdominal discomfort, and eventually, ulcers. It's a slow, insidious process that chips away at your well-being. For many older adults, especially those with a history of digestive problems, which is incredibly common as we age, this simple morning habit can snowball into serious issues. Let me share the story of Mr. Robert, a 75-year-old man who spent decades waking up, brewing his strong cup of coffee, and drinking it first thing in the morning. He believed that coffee was the secret to his morning energy, his daily fuel to start the day. But over time, he began to feel persistent stomach pains, chest burning, and uncomfortable intestinal irritation. Eventually, he developed severe acid reflux. It was only after a nutritionist explained the true impact of his habit that Mr. Robert understood the damage he was doing to his body. He decided to make a change. Instead of diving straight into his coffee, he began eating something small and nutritious first: a banana, a handful of nuts, or a piece of whole grain bread. Within just a few weeks, the discomfort that had plagued him for years completely disappeared. It's amazing how a small change, a tiny act of self-care, can transform the way you feel. This idea of preparing the body before introducing any strong stimulation is not new at all. It has deep roots in the wisdom of Buddhist monks, who understand that balance is essential for both physical and emotional health. Before engaging in intense spiritual practices, monks make sure to nourish their bodies with light, healthy meals. They know that vital energy should be respected, not rushed or forced. Their teachings remind us that maintaining balance is not just about the body. It's about protecting our hearts and minds too. It's about setting a solid foundation for the challenges of the day ahead. So, what can you do before drinking your morning coffee? Eat something light and nutritious. It doesn't need to be a full breakfast. Just a small, simple snack to protect your stomach and help your body absorb the caffeine without shock. A banana, a handful of nuts, a slice of whole grain bread, or even plain yogurt can all serve as the perfect foundation. By making this small change, you can eliminate those silent discomforts and start feeling better overall. You'll notice a shift in your mood, your energy levels, and even your sleep quality. Remember, strengthening your body before demanding anything from it isn't just practical, it's wise. It's a lesson passed down through the ages, one that can help you feel more balanced, centered, and truly healthy as you age. Mistake number 4. Ignoring morning stiffness. How often do we wake up with a slight stiffness in our legs, shoulders, or back and simply brush it off? Most people, especially as they age, experience this discomfort in the morning. They wake up, maybe stretch a little, take a few steps, and think nothing more of it, pushing forward into their busy day. But here's the problem. That stiffness, so common for those over 60, is not just a minor annoyance to be ignored. It's a silent alarm, a warning that your body is trying to tell you something important. I can't stress this enough. Ignoring morning stiffness can have serious consequences. This discomfort is not just a fleeting moment. It's your body's way of saying, please take more care. Especially in those first few minutes of waking up. When we rush through those moments, we put ourselves at risk for strains, muscle injuries, and even falls. And for seniors, falls can be life-altering. It's heartbreaking to think that a simple mistake, like trying to move too quickly, can change everything in an instant. Our bodies, while we sleep, remain almost entirely still. Our muscles relax, circulation slows down, and the synovial fluid that lubricates our joints settles. The result? Stiffness. That's why when we jump out of bed too quickly, our bodies haven't had time to fully wake up and adjust. Muscles and joints are still asleep, and when you try to move too fast, you risk straining them. It's as if you're asking them to perform a task they're not quite ready for. That's when the injuries happen. The small tears, strains, and misalignments that don't hurt immediately but build up over time. The consequences might not show right away, but eventually they will. Take Mrs. Dorothy, for instance. At 79 years old, she was always a picture of vitality. She loved waking up early and getting straight to work around the house. But recently, she noticed a heaviness in her legs when she woke up, something that wasn't there before. Yet, she pushed herself to move quickly, never pausing to listen to her body. One fateful morning, her knees locked up unexpectedly. She lost her balance and fell sideways, striking her hip against the bed frame. Fortunately, she didn't fracture anything, but the emotional toll was profound. For weeks, she was afraid to get out of bed alone, reliant on others for basic tasks. All because she didn't take the time to let her body wake up properly. There's wisdom in many ancient teachings that highlight the importance of a mindful awakening. Buddhist monks, for example, practice conscious awakening. They understand that when you wake up, your body and mind are transitioning from the world of rest to the world of action. Moving too hastily in that moment is seen as disrespectful to your body's natural rhythm. Monks dedicate several minutes to gentle movements, stretching, and deep breathing before engaging in any strenuous activity. It's not just about physical health, it's about mental clarity and emotional stability too. What should you do when you wake up? It doesn't take much, just a few moments to allow your body to adapt. Start by moving your fingers and toes while still lying down. Gently rotate your ankles, stretch your arms over your head slowly, and when you sit on the edge of the bed, take the time to stretch your back and gently move your neck from side to side. These simple actions help to activate your circulation, warm up your muscles, and prepare your joints for the day. Trust me when I say this. Spending just 2 or 3 minutes on this practice could add years to your independence, balance, and overall quality of life. It's your body begging for respect, offering lasting vitality in return. Give it that time, and in return, it will continue to serve you well. Mistake number 5. Poor morning posture. Now, let's dive into the most insidious mistake of all. A mistake so subtle that it often goes unnoticed until its effects have already taken hold. It's the kind of mistake that, on the surface, doesn't seem like much. But underneath, it quietly steals away your strength, your stability, your ability to breathe deeply, and even your confidence. Over time, it can rob you of your vitality, all while you remain blissfully unaware of its gradual erosion. I'm talking about poor posture when you wake up. It's one of those habits that sneaks up on you. You don't notice it at first because it develops so slowly, like the softest whisper that turns into a shout you can't ignore. And yet, each day you repeat it, without thinking, without even noticing. The result? It gradually becomes a key contributor to falls, a decline in mobility, and a breakdown of your physical strength. It's that simple act of rising from your bed with a slumped body, shoulders hunched forward, head drooping, and your torso collapsing inward. At first, it may feel like nothing, a minor inconvenience. But in truth, this posture restricts your ability to breathe deeply, compresses your internal organs, and causes your body's center of gravity to become unstable. Essentially, you're starting the day with shallow breaths, unbalanced movement, and misaligned joints and muscles. It's no surprise, then, that this seemingly innocent mistake greatly increases the risk of dizziness, falls, and accidents during the early hours of your day. But it goes far deeper than that. The consequences of poor morning posture are far-reaching and often invisible. A compressed rib cage doesn't just make it harder to breathe, it reduces oxygen flow to your blood, leaving you feeling fatigued, mentally foggy, and drained of energy. Additionally, a hunched torso impedes digestion, leading to bloating, gas, and constipation. These physical discomforts can set the tone for the entire day, leaving you feeling sluggish and disconnected from the world around you. And here's something even more concerning. Posture has a profound impact on your mental and emotional health. Studies have shown that the way you carry yourself can influence your mood, outlook, and even cognitive function. The more you slump, the more likely you are to feel sad, discouraged, or insecure. It's a vicious cycle that starts with those first few steps when you roll out of bed. It's as if your body is telling your mind, "I'm not ready, I'm not strong." If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I'd like to share a story with you. A story that serves as a reminder of the power of posture and how it can shape our lives in ways we don't even realize. Meet Mrs. Elizabeth, an 81-year-old woman who had always been active. She loved to walk, enjoy books, and chat with her family. But somewhere along the way, without realizing it, she began to rise from bed with a rounded back, head hanging low, eyes cast downward. It started with occasional dizziness, then came the occasional trip and stumbled. Eventually, a serious fall left her unable to walk properly for months. All of this happened because her body, bent forward each morning, lost its balance, its core stability. What seemed like a simple act of getting up became a silent harbinger of a much deeper issue. In Buddhist philosophy, posture is seen as a physical expression of vital energy. When we rise with a straight spine, aligned shoulders, and a forward-facing gaze, it's more than just a gesture of personal pride. It's a sacred practice, a sign of respect for our body, for our life, and for the journey we still have ahead. It's about honoring the vitality within us, about caring for the vessel that carries us through each day. It's not about vanity. It's about health. It's about preserving the integrity of our muscles, our bones, our ability to breathe, and our mental clarity. So, what should you do? Before standing up, while still sitting on the edge of your bed, elongate your spine. Imagine you're trying to grow taller. Take a deep breath. Roll your shoulders back and keep your chin parallel to the floor. When you plant your feet on the ground, keep your torso upright and direct your gaze at eye level, not at the floor. These small adjustments may feel insignificant at the moment, but they can set the stage for a much stronger, more balanced, and more present day. Every step you take in those first few minutes, yes, every single one, should be done with conscious intention. Your entire body should feel like it's working in harmony. This simple change in posture not only protects your body but also nurtures your mind and spirit. It nurtures your confidence, your clarity, and your connection to the world around you. How you rise each morning shapes your future. It shapes your independence, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. It's one of the gifts you can give yourself every day, correcting your posture. And when you do, it will make all the difference. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but I've always done it this way, and nothing bad has happened. I completely understand. It's a natural, human reaction. When we've done something for years, it's easy to fall into a false sense of security. Our brains convince us that, because we haven't experienced negative consequences yet, we won't experience them in the future. But let me remind you, the human body doesn't work that way. Think of it like a bridge slowly developing tiny cracks over time. At first, it seems perfectly sturdy. But eventually, one of those cracks deepens, and one day, the bridge gives way. It's the same with our bodies. We may not feel the effects of poor posture immediately, but over time, the damage builds up silently. The little imbalances, the tiny injuries, the subtle declines in adaptability, they all add up until one day they tip the balance. When a fall, a health scare, or a sudden loss of mobility strikes, it often feels like it came out of nowhere. But in reality, it's the result of years of neglecting small, seemingly insignificant habits. As the ancient Eastern saying goes, what you do today silently builds or destroys your tomorrow. Every small action you take is like planting a seed for your future. A seed of vitality, of health, of strength, or a seed of decline. So don't underestimate the power of small daily choices. These seemingly simple acts of care, like paying attention to your posture, are investments in your long-term well-being. It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, it's never too late to make small changes that will positively affect your future. The choices you make today will shape how you feel tomorrow. Your ability to stay independent, strong, and vibrant for many years to come depends on what you do now. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be radical. Just begin. Start with respect. Respect for your body, for the life within you, and for the journey you have yet to take. Every small act of care you make today is a step toward a healthier, more fulfilling tomorrow. So, what kind of future do you want to build? Because today is the beginning of that future. Every choice you make, every small change you make to care for yourself, is shaping the path ahead. The power is in your hands. Thank you so much for sticking with us throughout this important discussion. Now, after learning about the critical role your posture plays in your health, especially as you age, I want to ask, what have you learned so far? What's one small change you're going to start practicing tomorrow to improve your posture and protect your strength, balance, and independence? Let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear how this new awareness is going to impact your life. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable tips and insights. Every small step you take today is a big leap toward a healthier, stronger tomorrow. Keep honoring your body. It's your greatest asset.